Hey everybody, hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing better than I am, because my day has been very shitty. Obviously, you saw the title of this video, so you know that unfortunately I had another night terror. It's been about a week, I think, since I had the first one, and it was an absolutely terrible experience. The first time I thought it was like the worst thing in the world. But what I didn't know is that it could have been much worse because had another one last night, or this morning, I guess I should say, and it was much, much worse. And I wasn't planning on talking about it. I didn't want to talk about it because it was so messed up. I just wanted to forget about it. Tried all day long to forget about it, and it just kept like a loop in my head. It just kept playing over and over. And I know that like for me, when people tell me about their dreams, I just find it to be the most boring thing in the world. So I don't know if like anyone's even gonna watch this video because I don't know if it's just like extremely boring. But anyways, I figured it'd be good for me to get this off my chest and talk about it so that hopefully I can stop thinking about it. So oddly enough, this night terror started almost exactly the same as the last one did. So in my dream, I'm laying in bed, I'm sleeping, and I wake up because I hear someone screaming. So I just jump up, get out of bed, follow the noise, and I realize the screaming's coming from the basement. So I go down to the bottom of the steps, and it's like I'm just frozen there. Like I can't move. And I see that on the ground there's this old woman, and she's like soaked in some liquid, like her hair running, water droplets down her face, and she's crying and screaming. And there's this young boy, I want to say like 10 years old. That's how old he looked to be, but obviously I'm not sure because it was a dream. And he's holding a baseball bat and he's just beating the hell out of this woman. And I felt so bad, but like I said, I'm like frozen in place, so I can't do anything. He's just beating the shit out of her, and she's crying and screaming for help. And then he has a book of matches, and he lights one of them and throws it on the ground, and this lady just burst into flames. And I'm still frozen in place. But now the young boy's like standing in the corner of the basement, just looking at her, watching her scream and cry, and she's engulfed in flames. And finally, it's like I'm unfrozen. I can move again. So I grab a towel and I'm like trying to blot her off with it, trying to put the flames out. But she just grabs a hold of me by the shoulders and just like stares into my fucking soul and then just screams right in my face. And she's on fire still, but she's holding onto my shoulders. And so the flames go, and now I'm engulfed in flames too. And now I'm screaming because now I'm burning up. And that's when, in real life, I wake up. I wake up from my dream this morning. I wake up after that, just sit up again, just like last time. I'm just screaming. Last time when I woke up, I was in a cold sweat. But this time, I was just fucking burning up. Like, I literally grabbed the water off my nightstand and just fucking dumped the whole thing all over my fucking head because I was literally like that fucking hot. My face was all red. And I said in my last video that when I woke up screaming, I really thought my mom was gonna come in. Like I thought she would have heard, but she didn't. This time she most definitely did because I woke up screaming. Then my mom comes down the stairs, flings my door open. What's wrong? What's wrong? And I just tell her I had another night terror. She comes over to my bed. She's freaking out. She's feeling my forehead. She's like, "You look so red right now." She runs to the kitchen. She gets a wet washcloth and like ice cubes. So she's like rubbing my face with the ice. She was like, "Should I call an ambulance? Like, should I take you to the doctor at least to see if you're okay?" And I'm like, "I mean, nothing's wrong with me. Like, it was just a night terror or a bad dream or whatever." Um, but still, she was freaking out. So she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you two options. Either Option number one, I can take you to the hospital right now. Or option number two, you let me hang up more crosses in your room. Because if you don't know, last week after I had the first night terror, she gave me this rosary thingy, which I didn't know what that even was, but it's basically just a little cross or a crucifix, and it's supposed to be like basically a Christian version of a dream catcher, where it's like God's watching over you and you won't have any bad dreams. Anyways, funny enough, uh, I was so distracted this morning when I was dumping water all over me, I didn't even realize that fell off my wall again while I was sleeping. I don't know if you saw my previous video where I went to the hardware store, but when I got home and came back to my room, this fell down. So I guess I must have not hung it up good enough, but I made sure today after I noticed it fell down again, made sure I put a new hole in the wall, rehung it, made sure it's hung up very proper this time so it doesn't fall down again, because I figured it had been about a week since I had my last night terror, and once I put that up, I hadn't had any bad dreams or anything. But I guess maybe the reason I did last night is because it must have fallen while I was asleep. Um, but yeah, my mom, she went overboard big time. People thought I was joking when I keep saying how big of a Christian my mom is. Um, I'm gonna just go around the room and show you she put crosses everywhere. So let me flip the camera real quick. So here's the first cross. This is the rosary that she gave me last week, and it's hanging up right above my bed. And then she also put this one here. This one actually belonged to my grandmother. Has a Bible verse on it. And then we got this one at the end of my bed by my closet. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is actually a Christmas ornament because it's so sparkly and shiny and glittery and it's not metal or anything. So there's that one there. And then we have the fourth one. This is a necklace that I believe also belonged to my grandmother, but she never wore it. That one's on my bedroom door. And then this one I think is pretty funny actually, because it's so teeny and it looks so poorly made. I don't know if it was me or one of my siblings. We made this when we were younger, I believe, for like arts and crafts in school. And you can tell it's like an old chip clip or a clothesline clip. And you can see the hot glue. I couldn't believe that my mom still had this because that was something from early on in our childhood. But I thought it was pretty funny that she had it still. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully all of those crosses work and I don't have any more night terrors because it's just an awful, awful experience that I wouldn't wish to happen to anyone. Anyways, moving on, because I'm sure everyone's sick of hearing me talk about my bad dreams. Tomorrow's Sunday, Mother's Day. I'm actually pretty excited because my sister's coming over. Her and my mom made a bunch of yummy food. We got like barbecue chicken, egg salad. My sister's making like a coconut lemon cake, which sounds pretty good. And yeah, should be a pretty fun day. I don't think anything else is going on besides that. We might work outside in the garden more because my mom loves to do that and I don't, but it's Mother's Day, so do whatever she wants. And yeah, I think that's all for now. Hopefully someone was entertained by this video. But anyways, tomorrow's video should be much better. Mother's Day is gonna be fun. And until then, that's all for now. Bye.